6A West Volleyball Conference action. Your West Wolverines are hosting the Bentonville Tigers here tonight. Tonight's a special night. Coach Rowan, Coach Venable host the annual Teacher Appreciation Night. So every member of the West volleyball team has selected a teacher to be recognized this evening here tonight before the match. The JV game just finished, and we're lining up the teachers and our volleyball players with their respective choices before we start our volleyball action tonight. And we do have a video we're going to show here, but I don't think we're quite ready yet. So you can see there that we're getting matched up, teachers to players. And then we'll be ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bentonville West High School. Please direct your attention to the video board for a special presentation honoring our
Okay, here we go. We're going to start the video to recognize the teachers at Bentonville West Teacher Appreciation Night.
Hello, everyone. Coach and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that came tonight. We are honoring 26 teachers. And we're so grateful for all the work that they've done.
Yes, and we know how much it takes. We know the hard work, and it really does take a village, from daycare to preschool to all the way from elementary through college prep classes. So many people have poured into these girls, and the girls appreciate it, the coaches appreciate it, and we know their families appreciate it. So thank you so much, and thank you for being here tonight. Go Lady Wolverines.
Number 1. Junior Emily Bowers recognizes her West Culinary Arts teacher, Mrs. Stephanie Reed.
Hi, Mr. Reed. Thank you for helping me find my love for culinary and making it feel like a family here at West.
Number 2 sophomore, Nandini Praveen, honors her 9th grade biology teacher, Mrs. Brittany Stone.
Hey, Mrs. Stone, I just want to thank you for being an amazing teacher. You make learning so much fun and easy.
Number 3, Reagan Potashik, would like to recognize Mr. Shane Byer, her AP art teacher.
Hey, Mr. Byer, thank you for giving me confidence in my art abilities and encouraged me over the past 3 years. I will forever be grateful for the impact you've had on my life.
Number 4, Junior Emery Eldred, would like to honor her Spanish teacher for 2 years at West, Mr. Ryan Baggett.
Hi, Mr. Baggett. I can never thank you enough for everything you did for me and how much you made me smile and introduced me into my high school experience. And I miss you so much, and I cannot wait to see you.
Number 5, Junior Trinity Luckett, and number 24, Junior Riley Richardson, would like to recognize their basketball coach, Mr. Randy Richardson.
Hey, Coach Rich, thank you for everything and pushing me to my limits. I really appreciate it.
And thank you for always helping me out in school and sports and making me the best person I can be. Love you.
Number 6, Junior Annalise Schonauer, would like to honor Mrs. Cynthia Weston, her 8th grade math teacher at Lincoln Junior High.
Hey, Ms. Weston, I just want to say thank you so much for providing such a positive environment and making math my 8th grade year so much more enjoyable.
Number 7, sophomore Anna Ring, would like to recognize Miss Stacy Massey, her 6th grade art teacher at Artis Ann Middle School.
Hi, Miss Massey. Thank you so much for being my favorite part of the school day, and thank you so much for helping me grow as an artist and a person.
Number 8, senior Allie McCaslin, is honoring her AP Language and AP Seminar teacher, Mrs. Katie Moore.
Hi, Miss Moore. Thank you so much for being such an amazing role model. You changed my life and changed the way I think as well as my learning. Thank you.
Number 9, junior Jillian Van, recognizes Coach Michelle Hill, her junior high volleyball coach at Lincoln Junior High.
Hi, Coach Brown. I love and miss you so much. Thank you for believing in me and making me the player I am today.
Number 10, junior Hope Decker, is honoring her first and second grade teacher from Elm Tree Elementary, Mrs. Lindsay Ferguson.
Hi, Miss Ferguson. Thank you so much for all you've done for me. You were the best teacher ever. Love and miss you.
Number 11, senior Amani Scales, recognizes her basketball coach, Coach Demi Hargrove Johnson.
Hey, Coach Hargrove. Thank you for coming out tonight. I just want to say you're amazing, and I'm glad that you're my basketball coach. I've had so many amazing memories with you, and I'm so excited for season this year.
Number 12, junior Anna Bastos, would like to recognize Mrs. Abby Caza, her Spanish teacher at West.
Hi, Miss Gaza. When I first walked into your class, you made me feel so welcome. You're literally so much fun, and you make Spanish fun too. Thank you so much for your kindness. You're the best. Love you.
Number 14, sophomore Kylie Potter, recognizes Mr. Christian Rousey, her 8th grade math teacher at Fulbright Junior High.
Hi, Coach Rousey. I would like to thank you for showing me that progress isn't linear and that there are many ways to keep growing, but only one way to keep still. Yay, math.
Number 15, sophomore Olivia Thornton, honors Coach Todd Abbott, her 8th grade math teacher at Lincoln Junior High.
Hi, Coach Abbott. Thank you for always believing in me and helping me out when I needed it. I really appreciate you coming to the volleyball game. I miss you and your awesome class. Thank you for everything. Bye.
Number 16, senior Amina Shalabi, recognizes her careers teacher from Fulbright Junior High, Mrs. Sarah Mills.
Hi, Miss Frank, or otherwise known as Miss Mills. Whenever I had you were Miss Frank, so I might accidentally keep calling you Miss Frank. But thank you so much for everything that you do. Whenever I had you in 8th grade, and that was the year that I came here, you did so much for me and you're a big role model, so thank you so much.
Number 18, sophomore Ava Bennett, is honoring her current geometry teacher, Mrs. Wanda Brown.
Hey, Mrs. Brown, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much for being the most attentive teacher I've had. And thank you so much for making me think of new opportunities and new possibilities for me and other people. Thank you so much.
Number 19, senior Rachel Wilson, would like to recognize her English teacher, Mrs. Emily Linares.
Hey, Miss Leonares. Thank you for being amazing and allowing everyone to feel comfortable in your class. I'm going to miss you so much.
Number 20, junior Bessie Swoboda, is honoring her AP World History teacher, Mrs. Jacqueline Evans.
Hi, Miss Evans. Thank you for being the best in the world, and thank you for pushing me to be my best in track and for helping me out throughout the entire school year.
Number 21, senior Nicole Zimmerman, recognizes Mrs. Lori Evans, administrative assistant at Grimsley Junior High.
Lori, I'm so grateful to know you and thank you for everything that you do for me and your students.
Number 22, sophomore Lily Swoboda, is recognizing her 9th grade basketball coach, Coach Lisa Petit.
Hey, Coach B, I just wanted to thank you so much for always being there for me and being one of the best basketball coaches I've ever had. Thank you for leading me so well and checking in on me every time I need you. Thank you.
Number 23, junior Mackenzie Anderson, is honoring her English teacher, Mr. Zach Jostad.
Mr. Jostad, thank you so much for what you do for me, and I'm so looking forward to this year.
Number 25, sophomore Autumn Jordan, recognizes her geometry teacher, Mrs. Wanda Brown.
Hi, Ms. Brown. Thank you for being so supportive of me in your class and welcoming me and comforting me into joining geometry. I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Number 26, sophomore Shay Rose, is recognizing Mr. Corey Thomas, her psychology teacher.
Hi, Mr. Thomas. Thank you for making psychology so fun. I always look forward to your class.
Number 27, sophomore Michaela Rice, is honoring her English teacher, Mrs. Beth Spicer.
Hey, Miss Spicer. Thank you so much for making English so fun every day. I always look forward to your class.
Number 28, senior Cassie Whitaker, is honoring her AP Statistics teacher, Mr. Matthew Pacell.
Hey, Mr. Pacell. Thanks so much for being so cool and always telling us your fun stories. Your class is definitely my favorite this year, and I won't forget you.
Number 29, sophomore Mackenzie Reynolds, honors her lifespan development teacher, Mrs. Tamara Johnson.
Hey, Ms. Johnson, I just want to thank you for being so welcoming, teaching me how to love everyone who I come across in my other stories. Thank you so much.
Number 30, sophomore Celeste Poyfair, is recognizing Mrs. Katie Hill, her freshman English teacher.
Hi, Miss Hill. Thank you so much for being an amazing teacher last year. Definitely had an amazing time in your class, and I'm so thankful that you were able to help me out through virtual year, and I know not to do that again. And I just wanted to say that I'm grateful for you, and I miss you. Bye.
Okay, we're back here. That was our teacher appreciation video, and there you see them, the faculty from Bentonville schools. We got some from Bentonville West High School, Lincoln Junior High, Fulbright Junior High, Artisan Middle School, Elm Tree Elementary. Lots of teachers recognized tonight before we get into some softball. So let's talk about where we stand before we start tonight's action. In the 6A West, leading the way is Springdale Harbor and the Fayetteville Bulldogs. They're both 6-0 in conference. Harbor is 19-0 overall, and Fayetteville is 18-1 overall. In third place, the Mavericks from Southside at 4-2 with a 13-5-2 overall record. In fourth place are the Bentonville Tigers here tonight. Their conference record is 3-3, and their overall record is 10-4. And then tied for fifth place is Bentonville West. The Wolverines are tied with the Mounties of Rogers at 2-4. So a win here tonight would be big for West. That would tie them for fourth with Bentonville. And a loss by West would give Bentonville a 2-game edge over Rogers and West, depending on Rogers' outcome tonight. Tuesday night, Bentonville defeated Springdale 3-0. Springdale's 1-5 in fifth place, and the Heritage War Eagles are in last at 0-6. Fayetteville defeated Heritage 3-0 on Tuesday, and Harbor defeated Rogers 3-0. Southside defeated West 3-0. So it was the top four versus the bottom four Tuesday night, and all the favorites won. So the Wolverines are looking for an upset tonight. They're going to get warmed up here. We hope you enjoyed the teacher appreciation night. We're going to take a few words from our sponsors here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle Wurst Agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky, then suddenly you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every storm for over 25 years. If your roof was damaged by the recent storm, be aware that out-of-state roofing companies may try to pose as local businesses. Choose an Arkansas state licensed local company for your roof repair. Choose Foster Roofing.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
At our house, it's tea time.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
We're back here at Wolverine Arena. 6A West volleyball action. Your West Wolverines, coached by Julie Rowan, hosting the BHS Tigers, hosted by Michelle Smith. As I said earlier before the commercial break, this is a big matchup. Bentonville's currently in 4th in the conference, and your West Wolverines are in 5th. So a win by the Wolverines ties them with the Tigers for 4th place. So we got a lot happening. Tennis is going on as well. They host conference next week. Excuse me, they don't host conference. Conference meet is next week. And then we'll host the 6A state tournament at Memorial Park in Bentonville in 2 weeks. Track is on the way to Austin, Texas, cross country. So we got a lot of sports going on, as well as volleyball. And then football opens up conference play tomorrow night at Wolverine Stadium here on the Bentonville West campus with kickoff at 7 o'clock. We'll also be broadcasting that game as well. So if you're new to Wolverine Sports Network, we appreciate you listening and watching or whatever you're doing. And we got some volleyball action. It's going to be exciting tonight. You get these crosstown rivals, and it's always exciting. So we got another, looks like about 11 minutes. We'll take another quick break from our sponsors. We'll join you back in 3 minutes here on the Wolverine Athletics Sports Productions. This is the W.A.S.P.
There are memberships for all kinds of things today. But what about being a member of the family? What about being a member of the community? What about being a member of humanity? What if there was a membership that gave us the time to celebrate the things that connect all of us?
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle W.A.S.P agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every storm for over 25 years. If your roof was damaged by the recent storm, be aware that out-of-state roofing companies may try to pose as local businesses. Choose an Arkansas state-licensed local company for your roof repair. Choose Foster Roofing.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
At our house, it's tea time.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
There are memberships for all kinds of things today. But what about being a member of the family? What about being a member of the community? What about being a member of humanity? What if there was a membership that gave us the time to celebrate the things that connect all of us?
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
We're back on the campus of Bentonville West High School for 6A West volleyball action. Your Bentonville West Wolverines host the Bentonville Tigers. You can see the players are warming up on the court right now. We're about 4.5 minutes away from the starting lineups or the first serve of the game. So thank you for joining us on the Wolverine Sports Network. Some of you followed along on the NFHS network this season. We are having some technical difficulties with that, so if you know any friends that usually follow along on the NFHS network, maybe drop them a text and let them know that we are broadcasting on the Wolverine Sports Network tonight. So West does come in with a record of 2-4 in conference. Bentonville with 3-3 record. This is a big one tonight. If if Coach Rowan and the Wolverines can pull off this upset. So you'll see number 5, Trinity Luckett, out there tonight. We hope she has a big game and gets a kill just like that right there that you saw in the warm-ups. Reagan Potashik, number 3. Need a big game from her as well. That's number 20, Bessie Swoboda. Kind of go through some of these outside hitters you may see tonight. Number 15, Olivia Thornton. Number 24, Riley Richardson at the net. Number 12 is Ana Bastos. For the Tigers tonight, if you're following them at all, they've got number 3, Trinity Hamilton, the 5'5" outside hitter, the senior. A pretty important part of the Tiger offense or the Tiger team. So when you hear some cheers from the Tigers, a lot of times Trinity Hamilton's involved with that as well. So we got 2 more minutes of warm-ups. We'll take one more quick break from our sponsors, and when we come back, we won't take another break until we get between games. So you're watching the Bentonville West Wolverine volleyball team. We'll be back on the W.A.S.P right after these words from our sponsors.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle Worst Agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every storm for over 25 years. If your roof was damaged by the recent storm, be aware that out-of-state roofing companies may try to pose as local businesses. Choose an Arkansas state-licensed local company for your roof repair. Choose Foster Roofing.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
So we're back here at West. The teams have finished their warm-ups. They're huddling up for some last-minute instruction from Coach Rowan and Coach Venable. And I believe we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance now.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we have a new state law in Arkansas. We play the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem before every sporting event. So that's an awesome thing we have here tonight. So we're going to get your starting lineups first. Starting lineups first for the Tigers. So I did not get the starters for this match ahead of time, and they go really, really fast. And I can't keep up. Number 8, senior Allie McCaslin. Number 12, junior Anna Bastos. Number 5, junior Trinity Luckett. Sophomore number 2, Nan Praveen. Junior number 24, Riley Richardson. Senior number 21, Nicole Zimmerman. And I missed one of your starters, and I'll try to get him here in a second. Trying to figure out who I missed. I apologize on the starting lineup for the Wolverines. And it's number 9, the junior Jillian Van. So for the Tigers, number 17, junior Reagan Tunnell. Number 23, junior Maddie Lee. Number 3, the senior outside hitter, 5'5" senior number 3, Trinity Hamilton. Number 9, junior Gloria Cranny. Number 2, freshman Victoria Otter. And it looks like BHS will serve first. Excuse me. No, maybe not. Let's see. Maybe I jumped the gun with the first service. Okay, so we're getting the lineup squared away with the referees. That's the libero, number 1, Lily Thompson coming in for the Tigers. So it looks like BHS will serve first. That'll be number 2, the freshman, 6-foot-tall Victoria Otter. Excuse me, number 9, the junior Gloria Cranny. Big hit by Bastos. And that's wide, so the Tigers take the 1-0 lead in game 1. And the Wolverines are deep again. They get in the hole 0-2. So that serve looked a little bit deep. The Wolverines decided to play it, and it cost them a point. That's a good serve. There's a big hit by Luckett, and that's off Hamilton's hand for the first point of the game, first point of the match for the Wolverines, and the kill for Luckett. So McCaslin checks in. That one's under the net. Point Tigers, they lead 3-1. Number 23, Maddie Lee, now serving for the Tigers with a 3-1 lead. And Bastos was struggling final on the court tonight. The Tigers take the 4-1 lead. Bastos will take a seat. Maybe she's a little bit fired up. And we'll see number 20, Bessie Swoboda, the junior, check in for the Wolverines. Hamilton with a big hit. Nice job by Jillian Van, keeping that one alive. The lefty for the Tigers, that's number 17, Reagan Tennell. She gets the kill off the net. Tigers take the 5-1 lead. There's a big hit by Luckett. Nice job by Thompson and libero. And a block. That was a combination of Luckett, number 25, Autumn Jordan, I believe, for the Wolverines. Now checking in is Reagan Potashik, number 3. And number 8, number 9, Jillian Van will check out. So this is 20 Swoboda on the serve now. Wolverines trail 2-5. We got a question with a rotation possibly. And I apologize, I'm not quite sure sometimes how the rotations work. So we'll just hope the officials can get it right, because I know I can't. So Swoboda with the serve. There's a big hit by Potashik, blocked by Tennell. And somebody's in the net. Looks like the Tigers were in the net, I think. So it's 3-5 now. Swoboda gets a point on her first serve. Substitution, got a challenge maybe? I don't know what we had. Anyway, maybe they're redoing the point. They put it back to 3-4. Another serve by Swoboda. I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest with you, with this score. So I think they took the score off the wrong way. I think the score should be 3-5, but I'm not sure. And there's the big hit by Hamilton. So Hamilton with the kill. Her first one of the game. So I think the score is correct now. I think it's 3-5. We are checking though. Excuse me, it's 3-6 now, Tigers. So they did challenge that point and got a reversal, I guess. So Jordan hits it into the net. It's 3-7 now. Tigers take the lead. Number 28, Allison Oliphant, 5'10" sophomore, serving for the Tigers. That one's into the net. Point for the Wolverines. They now trail 4-7. So here we go, the junior, 6'1" junior. Number 5, Luckett with a serve. And there's a dink. A block by Potashik. And the Wolverines have cut this this game to a 2-point game. 5-7. Hamilton. Richardson and Jordan were up for the block. Hamilton hit over the block. Point Tigers. This is the lefty, Tennell now, with a serve for the Tigers. Potashik with the hit, and that's a good one, but nice dig by the Tigers. That was just out of the reach of Riley Richardson on the front row, and it falls to the ground. Point Tigers. Just like that, the Tigers back up 4 here in game 1. So Tennell again with a serve. Potashik on the outside. Thompson keeps it in play. Some miscommunication by the Tigers. That's going to be Point West. So number 14 checks in, London McKinney, the junior. She replaces Reagan, the lefty, number 17 for the Tigers. Also in for West, number 2, Nan Praveen, replaces number 25, Autumn Jordan. Nan Praveen, number 2 now, the sophomore, will serve for the Wolverines. Trailing 6-9. Hamilton's blocked by number 24, Riley Jordan. Point Wolverines, it's back to a 2-point game. So Praveen with a bucket, with a point. On her serve. Big hit. That's McKinney, she just checked in. Wolverines got a piece of it, not able to get it back over the net. And that's 23, Maddie Lee checking back in for number 15, Ilya Aprea. Hamilton now serving for the Tigers. They lead 10-7 in game 1. The Wolverines managed to keep it in play, but the third hit is too deep by Potashik. Trying to make something out of nothing, not able to quite do it. So Hamilton gets a point. They now lead 11-7. Up and over by McCaslin. So that's a point for West. That's number 9, Van, checking back in for number 3, Potashik. Van's gonna serve in game 1 here, down 8-11. So the Wolverines been able to get to a 2-point game, and that's as close as they've been able to get it so far here early. And the big hit by the Tigers, they lead now 12-8. So that's number 1, Thompson on the serve for the Tigers. That's number 20, Bessie Swoboda for the Wolverines with a big kill on the outside. Wolverines now down 9-12. That's Zimmerman on the serve. Big block by Luckett. And the kill by Luckett. Nice block, a nice save by the Tigers. That was number 23, Maddie Lee, with a good save. And she's going to go for the big kill here, and she gets it. So every time the Wolverines think they got something going, Bentonville with a big stop, they lead 13-9. So the lefty Tennell comes back in, serving for the Tigers, number 9, Cranny, with a 13-9 lead in game 1. Luckett, that's a no-doubter. Absolutely no chance. That's her second kill of the night unofficially. The Wolverines now cut it to 3, 10-13. That's number 8, the senior Allie McCaslin serving for West. Blocked by Swoboda. They're going to set up Lee again on the outside. It's blocked by Jordan, but out of play. So that's Lee's second one. The Tigers now lead 14-10 in game 1. That's Lee serving. That one almost goes out of play. McCaslin saves it. That hit by the Tigers is wide. So it's a 3-point game again. Swoboda, number 20, Bessie Swoboda, the junior, now serving for the Wolverines. She got a couple points early in the match when she was serving. She gets 3 here. She could tie this thing up. Oh, that's a nice dig. That hits out. Too deep by Hamilton. So it's a 2-point game, 12-14 now. So good things are happening on Swoboda's serve. Excuse me, I'll say Bessie. We got 2 Swobodas on the team. Lily, a sophomore, number 22, also plays. There's a hit by Tennell, blocked by Luckett. That's out of bounds. That's wide, off the block. Tigers back up 15-12. Oliphant now serving into the net for the Tigers. 3 points for the Wolverines, and we'll take it. That cuts it back to 2. She'll come out, replaced by the libero, number 1, Thompson. Now serving for West, number 5, Trinity Luckett. And that one's deep. So the big hitter hits it big on the serve. Out of bounds. Tigers have a 13-16 lead. Boy, that would have been a big one right there to cut it to 1 with a point. Instead, the Tigers have a 3-point lead in the serve with Tennell. That's Patashik on the outside. Played by the Tigers. Just up and over by Hamilton. Patashik again. That's from the back row by the Tigers. There's a big hit by Hamilton coming up. She gets that. That's tough to do. That's tough to defend. Tigers have the 17-13 lead. Tennell still serving for the Tigers. Richardson gets it up and over. Another chance for Hamilton. She pushes it over. Here's a chance for Richardson with the hit. And that one's out. So the Tigers take the 17-13 lead. We have a timeout, West. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors. This is the W.A.S.P. on the Wolverine Sports Network.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it!
So we're back. Tigers serving.
Just part of
they
who
lead
we are.
18-13. Coach Julie Rowan and the Wolverines took a quick timeout after they got down 5. And that one's into the net. After the timeout, Tigers now up 19-13. We're going to 25. So the Tigers 6 points away from taking game 1. Wolverines need something to happen. Jordan hits it from the back, and that's wide again. So 2 in a row for the Tigers after the Wolverine timeout, and they lead by 7 in game 1. The lefty gets the curveball spin, I guess. And Coach Rowan's not messing around. She's going to take another quick timeout. We'll take a little 30-second break. We'll be back on the Wolverine Sports Network.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
At our house, it's tea time.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
So we're back on the campus of Bentonville West High School. 6A West volleyball action. Your West Wolverines hosting the Bentonville Tigers. Tigers have taken the early 21-13 lead. This has been a 2 to 3 point lead for the Tigers almost the whole game. Tigers took a 5-point lead. West called a quick timeout. Bentonville scored 3 more times. West calls another timeout, and the Tigers now 4 points away from taking game 1. So we've got to make sure our substitutions are correct. Looks like our referees are talking to the table. And I guess we're good here. So this is Tennell. She's had a couple of points in a row, serving for the Tigers. She's looking to close out game 1. So Potashik with a chance here. That's off a block. Hamilton, that's blocked off. That's hit off the block. So Hamilton with her 3rd kill of the night. The Tigers lead 22-13. Hamilton with another hit. That's deep. So Point West stops the bleed in there momentarily. 14 back in for the Tigers. And number 2, Praveen back in for West. So Praveen got a point last time on serve. We need to get a run here going. See what Non can do here. Hamilton with another kill. 23-14 Tigers. Lee back in for the Tigers. And Hamilton's going to be serving for BHS 23-14 in game 1. That one's into the net. Second free point for the Wolverines. Now we got a couple of subs. Number 9, Jillian Van. Number 20, Bessie Swoboda. Coming out, that's number 4, Emery Eldred. And number 3, Reagan Potashik. So when Swoboda's been in the game, we've scored some points. So let's see if she can do that again with Van's serve. That's deep. 2 in a row for the Wolverines. Cut the Tiger lead to 6. They trail 17. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was 17-23. My fault. 16-23. There's an ace for Jillian. Subbing in for the Tigers, number 5, Madison Hooper. And Hooper gets her first attempt. Saved by Praveen. McClaslin hits it. Blocked by the Tigers. The Tigers are 1 point away here in game 1, 24-17. Number 1, Lily Thompson, libero for the Tigers. Serving with a 24-17 lead. Looking to close out game 1. There's a hit by McClaslin. It's blocked. Saved by Hamilton. Up and over by the Tigers. And there's some bad communication by the Wolverines. The Tigers are going to take game 1. 25-17. We'll take a quick break. Here's a word from our sponsors. This is the W.A.S.P on the Wolverine Sports Network.
There are memberships for all kinds of things today. But what about being a member of the family? What about being a member of the community? What about being a member of humanity? What if there was a membership that gave us the time to celebrate the things that connect all of us?
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Okay, we're here at Wolverine Arena on the campus of Bentonville West High School. 6A West volleyball action. The Bentonville Tigers, 4th in the conference at 3-3. And your West Wolverines tied for 5th at 2-4. The Tigers take game 1, 17-25. Early it was back and forth. Tigers took an early 2-point lead, and then it was back and forth from 1-3 mostly until it got to 18-13. Coach Rowan called the timeout. Tigers came back after timeout, scored 3 quick ones. Second timeout by the Wolverines, and nothing doing. Wolverines got about 3 more points, and then the Tigers were able to finish the match 25-17. So that's how game 1 ended. And they get a little bit longer, my fault. They still got another minute on this timeout here. The Tigers are done. They're ready. That's Coach Venable. Coach Rowan's assistant still talking to the team. So we got 40 seconds to try to figure out what we're going to do in game 2. I'll tell you some highlights from game 1 for the Tigers. 4 kills for Trinity Hamilton, a couple for Maddie Lee. And for the Wolverines, number 5, Trinity Luckett with a couple of kills, and number 20, Bessie Swoboda had a kill. All these stats are unofficial, of course. Swoboda served well for us. Jillian Van, number 9, served well for us as well in the first game. We're about 5 seconds away from breaking this huddle and getting game 2 started. So the Wolverines will serve first in game 2. So we got Richardson, number 24, Jordan, number 25, number 20, Swoboda, number 5, Luckett, number 8, McCaslin, number 9, Ban. We'll start here in game 2. And it always takes the official a few more moments to make sure and get the right lineup started. These rotations, I need to take a few lessons in how the rotations work. So number 21, libero for the Wolverines, will sub in for Richardson. That will mean McCaslin, number 8, will serve first for the Wolverines. So let's see if the Wolverines can get a lead here. They have yet to lead in a game. They trail the entire game. Game 1. First serve by McCaslin. And no communication by the Wolverines. Luckett's there to make the play, and she steps away. And Zimmerman, the libero, not quick enough to get there to make the play. So Tigers take the 1-0 lead. Number 23 for the Tigers with the serve. That's Maddie Lee, and it's a good serve, and Tigers lead 2-0. So 2 in a row for lead. Tigers lead 3-0. Wolverines need to change this and change it in a hurry. Here's a chance for Luckett. She gets it. Just a little bit long. So 4-0 Tigers. That one's into the net, so the Wolverines get a free point. They trail 1-4. Potashik back in for the Wolverines. And Apria in for the Tigers. So number 20, Bessie Swoboda. She served well so far for the Wolverines. There's Hamilton. She hits them where they ain't. Wolverines going for the block, and she hits them over them in the deep corner. So Tigers lead 5-1. Swoboda's out, number 12. Anna Bastos in for the Wolverines. Number 1, Thompson, libero for the Tigers, serving. 5-1 Tigers. That's Potashik on the outside. That's into the net. 6-1 Tigers. Oh, that's a nice save. Number 9, Gloria Cranny. Sliding on her knees. Not able to make the play, though. So the Wolverines get their second point in game 2. They trail 2-6. Now serving number 5, the junior. 2-6. And Luckett's struggling with the serve tonight. She hits it into the net. Tigers take the 7-2 lead. The lefty. Tunnel now serving. McCaslin to Potashik. Blocked by the Tigers. It's a nice dig by Richardson at the net. Well, everybody at the net for the Tigers. Hamilton's blocked. It's out. So Hamilton with the kill. Point Tigers 8-2. Tigers take the 9-2 lead. Coach Rowan will take a timeout here in game 2. Tigers lead 1-0 and 9-2 in game 2. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. This is the Wolverine Athletics School Productions on Wolverine
Since
Sports
1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle Worst Agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
We're back. The Tigers have taken the 9-2 lead in game 2 after winning the first game 25-17. The Wolverines called their first timeout in game 2 here. Still serving for the Tigers, number 17, Tanel. There's Richardson, and she gets it up and over the blockers. Point Wolverines, and they needed that to stop the bleeding. So Praveen back in, number 2, replaces number 25, Autumn Jordan. So now we need Praveen to get us going here. There it is. You got the ace. Thank you. So 4-9 now. Wolverines trail. Let's get a streak going here. Get a couple in a row. Hamilton up and over, saved by Zimmerman. There's a hit by McCaslin, that's blocked. And Potashik hits it out or into the net. So point Tigers, Lee comes in, Apria goes out. Hamilton serving now. She struggled with her serves as well, so both the big hitters struggle tonight in their service game. That time Hamilton gets it over. There's a kill by Richardson, blocked by Lee. Point Tigers. Oh, yes, point Tigers. 11-4 now, BHS leads. Reagan Potashik gets the kill. Bastos comes out. Potashik comes out. So here we go. Jillian Van. This was a good lineup for us in the first game. West trails 5-11. Hooper up and over. There's McCaslin. That's blocked out of bounds. Point Wolverines. There's 3 in a row for the Wolverines. They trail 6-11 in game 2. Excuse me, my fault. Not 3 in a row. But they do trail 6-11. Praveen sets it for Swoboda. And Swoboda gets the kill. So now it's an interesting game again. Wolverines trail 7-11. Coach Smith's going to sub number 2, Victoria Otter. Number 5, Hooper comes out. So Van still serving for the Wolverines. Hamilton. Big by Van. McCaslin with a push to the back row. Nice save by Thompson. There's a hit by Maddie Lee off the block. So Wolverines had a chance to cut the 3, couldn't do it. Now the Tigers lead 12-7. Number 2, Victoria Otter, a freshman, 6 foot tall. Swoboda again. Played by the Tigers. And there's a block by Riley Richardson. She's going to come out. She's replaced by number 5, Luckett. So number 21, Nicole Zimmerman, libero now serving for the Wolverines, down 8-12. There's a hit by Lee in between Swoboda and Van. Hit it where they ain't. That's the name of the game. So 13-8, the Tigers lead. Number 9, Cranny, serving with a 13-8 lead. Swoboda with a hit. That's off the block. That's another kill for Swoboda. Unofficially her 3rd. 9-13. Praveen out. Jordan in. Allie McCaslin, number 8, the senior, serving for West. There's a nice block by Luckett. And Jordan was there too. So it's a 3-point game. Here we go. Wolverines with a couple in a row. Cut it to 3. Let's keep it going, Allie. Jump serve. Right at Hamilton. You hit it at Hamilton, it keeps her. There's a whistle. They're calling it 2 hits. That cuts it to 2, 11-13. That's probably what I do, is I try to serve it to Hamilton every time and keep her out of the mix. There's a short one. Granny sets it for Lee. Nice block. That's Jordan and Luckett again. But it's into the net. So point Tigers. So Wolverines had a chance to cut it to 1. They couldn't. Lee serves now. Tigers up 14-11. That's Jordan off the block. Nice set. Nice kill for the Wolverines. Autumn Jordan. Her first point of the night. So 3, Patashik back in. Number 20, Bessie Swoboda now serving. West trails 12-14. And number 20, the junior Bessie Swoboda. Trying to make this a 1-point game for the first time, and she does. The ace, the second one of the night for Swoboda. So it's 13-14 here in game 2. So if the Wolverines can score here, it'll be the first tie since 0-0 to start game 2. Hamilton on the outside. She finishes it. So 15-13 Tigers. Otters in for the Tigers. Bastos in for the Wolverines. Thompson serving for BHS. They lead 15-13. Kind of a lucky bounce there off the net for the Wolverines, but the Tigers able to make a play. There's Luckett with a big hit. Nice block by the Tigers. And Hamilton, no, they go the other way to the lefty. And there's a big block by number 5, Trinity Luckett. That gets it back to 1. Richardson back in for Zimmerman, the libero. Luckett serving. Let's get it over, Trinity. There we go. Let's make them make a play. It's down. There's an ace for Luckett. We're tied in game 2, 15-15. So good timing for Trinity there, getting her serve right. Outside to Hamilton. Here's Potashik with a chance. Nice block. That's 17 and number 2 for the Tigers, sorry. That's Otter. Victoria Otter, number 2, and Tennell. Tigers lead 16-15. Potashik with the hit. Nice save by Hamilton. She gets back off the ground and plays it. Potashik just going to get it over. It's Otter with the hit, and we're calling into the net by the Wolverines. Tigers take the 2-point lead, 17-15. So Potashik, that's off the block. Oh, that's a great save by Thompson and one hand by Lee. They tried to go to the outside with Richardson. Couldn't make the play. That one's deep. Just a little strong with Tennell. So now the Tigers trail 16-17. Praveen in, Jordan out. Praveen's going to serve. Bound 1 here in game 2. Big one for the Wolverines here. They already lost the first one 25-17, so they got to get a win here in game 2. That's a nice serve by Praveen. Her second ace of the night, I believe. We're tied again at 17 in game 2. And there's another ace, 2 in a row. There's a hit by Richardson just wide. So the run is over, but we're still tied at 18. So number 3, Trinity Hamilton serving now for the Tigers. We're tied up at 18 in the second game. There's a hit by Potashik, blocked by Lee. For the Tigers, they have the lead 19-18. Cashland's hit return. There's a block by Richardson. Potashik again off the net. Point Bentonville. They take the lead 20-18. Hamilton still serving. And we're going to have a second timeout for the Wolverines in game 2. We'll be back. Tigers 20, West 18 in game 2. This is the W.A.S.P on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every storm for over 25 years. If your roof was damaged by the recent storm, be aware that out-of-state roofing companies may try to pose as local businesses. Choose an Arkansas state licensed local company for your roof repair. Choose Foster Roofing.
So we're back here at game 2. Tigers lead 20-18. Trinity Hamilton's got a couple of serves in a row. Coach Rowan called timeout. The Wolverines tied it at 17 and again at 18. There's a block by number 2, Victoria Otter, the freshman. So they take the 3-point lead, 21-18. There's an ace by Hamilton. So 22, Tigers lead, 22-18. That's point Bentonville. 23-18. So the Tigers 2 points away from taking game 2. That one's deep. Point Wolverines. So there's still some life here for West. Number 20, Bessie Swoboda. Number 9, Jillian Van check in. They trail 19-23, so need some great serves here by Van. She got us a couple last time she was serving. Let's see if we can keep that going. Point Wolverine. The Wolverines get a point. They got a 2 in front of their numbers now. That's good. They trail 20-23. That's a hit by Maddie Lee. Game point now for the Tigers. They lead 24-20. That's Oliphant back in. Thompson, libero out. Number 2, the freshman Victoria Otter serving for the Tigers. And the win in game 2. And there's the ace. BHS takes game 2, 25-20. We'll take a break here. We'll be back after a couple of words from our sponsors on the Wolverine Sports Network. This is the W.A.S.P.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing. Serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
So we're back here on the campus of Bentonville West High School. 6A West Conference volleyball action. The Bentonville West Wolverines taking on the BHS Tigers. So we're having some technical difficulties with our scoreboard. We lost our server. So I'm not sure what happened. We'll try to look into that. So we'll try to manually update our scoreboard for you. Okay, so Bentonville has taken the first two games. The first one by a score of 25-17. The second one by a score of 25-20. So the first 2/3 of the games, the Wolverines have been in them, and then the Tigers have kind of taken control towards the end of each game. So Wolverines have to do this the hard way. They're going to have to win 3 in a row. Tigers come in with a 3-3 conference record. Wolverines at 2-4, tied with Rogers. And I believe, yes, the Tigers will serve first. This is number 9. Cranny serving for game 3. That would have been, by the way. And the Wolverines, they have their first lead of the night, I believe, at 1-0 in game 3. So we got an ace by Praveen. I believe that's her 4th one. The Tigers lead 2-0. Point Tigers, 2-1 now the score. Are we going to have a scoreboard? What? So 2 in a row for the Tigers, evens it up at 2. So I apologize. We're trying to get our scoreboard back up and running, and the Tigers have a 6-3 lead in game 3. Wolverines down 0-2. Nice dig by Lee, but Wolverines are going to get that one. West 4, Wolverines 6. Zimmerman serving now for West. Point Bentonville. They lead 7-4. And that's the lefty. 6-foot junior, number 17, Reagan Tennell. There's a smash by Luckett, played by the Tigers. Swoboda up and over. Praveen with the set for Luckett. That's a block into the net. Kill for Luckett. West 5, Tigers 7. Tigers lead 2-0 in the match. They took the first one 25-17 and the second one 25-20. So McCaslin serving for the Wolverines. Hamilton with a hit. That's in. She gets the kill. The Tigers lead 8-5. There's a big kill by number 25, Autumn Jordan. It came at a great time. That's her second one of the game. West now trails by 2, 6-8. So number 20, Bessie Swoboda with the serve. That's Lee with a hit. Nice block by Luckett and Jordan. 2 in a row for West. Cuts it to a 1-point game. 7-8 your score in game 3. Little dink. That's Hooper. Excuse me, no. That's number 9 for the Tigers. Cranny. Luckett. Wolverines trail by 1 again. That's number 11, Amani Scales checking in. Wolverines trail 8-9. Let's see if Scales can bring some magic from behind the line for the Wolverines. Lefty fires. There's Jordan with another chance, and big hit, too big for Jordan. So Tigers 10, Wolverine 8. Ptashik off the block. Oh, nice dig by Bastos. So Tigers now lead by 3, 11-8. Wolverines save it, but that's going to be too many. Tigers now lead 12-8. That one just finds inside the line. Tigers now take the 5-point lead, 13-8 in game 3. So Tigers have a 5-point lead. Coach Rowan in the first 2 games has called time It's gotten up to 5 or 6. Let's see if the Wolverines can get a kill. Yes, ma'am. That's number 24, Riley Richardson. Big time kill for the 5'11 junior. So, with 4 aces, quad aces, Praveen with the serve. Let's see if she can get a 5 of a kind, then say she's cheating. Not able to, though. Tigers get the hit off the block. Point Tigers. They lead 14-9. Castle number 8. Try to dink it over the blockers. Nice play by the Tigers. There's a nice dig. We got a whistle. We had a nice dig, but I think the referee said it hit the floor. So Tigers now lead 15-9. Lee with the serve. Castlin with the hit. See if Patosh can get one here. That one's deep. Point BHS, they lead 16-9. Coach Rowan's going to call timeout as the Tigers lead 16-9 in game 3 with a 2-0 lead in the match. We'll be back on the W.A.S.P.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
At our house, it's tea time.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
We're back on campus of Bentonville West High School. Bentonville Tigers and your West Wolverines, 6A West volleyball action. Tigers lead 16-9 in game 3. Nice dig by Thompson for the Tigers. Oh, that's an even better play by Zimmerman, the libero for the Wolverines. Got some good action here on this point. And that hit's blocked by Richardson and Potashik. Point West. They now trail 10-16. Van's going to check in for the serve. We need to get hot down 6 here in game 3. So Van serves for the Wolverines. There's a kill by Swoboda. It's down. Her 4th one of the night. 11-16 now. West trails by 5. They got to get this one or it's over. We're all going home. Richardson, nice block, but out of bounds. West with a couple in a row. Now it's 12-16. Let's keep this going. Julian. Three in a row now for West. They trail by 3, 13-16. Reagan Tennell ends the run for the Wolverines. Tigers now lead 17-13. Hamilton with a kill. So 18-13, Tigers lead in game 3. And the ace by Thompson. (18-13). Off the net. Nice save by Swoboda. Goes off the timing though. (19-14). I think it's 19-13. Yeah, it's 19-13. They put it on the wrong side. There's a kill by McCaslin. Point West. Now it's 14-19. Excuse me, I guess it's 14-20. They're messing up the scoreboard. I couldn't keep up. I tried. I'm sorry. So it's 14-20. There's a block by Luckett. Big time block. We needed that. Big time play by Trinity. It's 15-20. That's Zimmerman serving for West. Another block. Luckett on fire right here. Maybe you want to hit it away from her. So 16-20. That's point Tigers, 21-16 now your score. Lefty Tennell with the ace. 22-16. Coach Rowan calls her timeout. Here in game 3, Tigers lead 22-16. They lead 2-0 in the match. We'll be back. This is the W.A.S.P. on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle W.A.S.P. agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
We're back in game 3.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every...
Tigers lead 22-16. So Luckett's been on fire. She's got a couple of blocks, and there's a dink. So 3 of the last 4 points, courtesy of number 5, Trinity Luckett. Wolverines now trail 17-22. They lost 25-17 in game 1, 25-20 in game 2. Let's see if we can get a few more points and win this one in game 3. McCaslin serve is the ace. So Wolverines coming up kind of clutch plays right here with Luckett and the ace by McCaslin. 18-22. Allie serves. So Hamilton scores. Dinks it over the blockers. Jordan tries to tip it back inside of bounds. VHS leads 23-18. That one's into the net. She's had a couple of those. She's more than made up for it with her 9 kills. So West now trails 19-23. We need 6 before they get 2. Bessie serves. Nice dig by Potashik. That's a big kill by Jordan. That's Autumn's 3rd of the night. The Wolverines are at 20 now. So they got 17 in game 1 and lost, got 20 in game 2. Here we are with game 3 with 20. Let's see if we can get 5 more before the Tigers get 2. Oh, that's going to be trouble. That's off the backboard. So that's a redo. So Coach Smith and Trinity Hamilton are asking about the ruling on that play. It was off the backboard. Let's see if they convince the referee to give the point to the Tigers. So they each plead their case, and it's going to stand. So the Wolverines are at 20. BHS is at 23. We're going to redo that play. Bessie Swoboda on the serve. That one's down. So the Tigers are going to have match point here, and that's going to be, is that number 5? Madison Hooper, the freshman, serving for the Tigers. Luckett, she gets the dink over the blockers. Wolverines still have life. They trail 21-24, and it's going to be Amani Scales coming in to serve. Let's see if the lefty this time with the screwball serve can get an ace or two, get some momentum. Tashik from the outside. And that's a kill by number 23, Maddie Lee. The Tigers are going to take it game 3, 25-21, and they take the match 3-0. So the Wolverines battle tonight. That's going to move the Tigers to 4-3 on the season, and the Wolverines will drop to 2-5. I was trying to see if I could find a Rogers score tonight, and I was not able to. Give me another second here. I think they got their athletics, and they usually tweet a little bit. Let's see if they did tonight. Rogers was up on Heritage 25-12 in the third set. They won the second set, and they won the first set. So it looks like Rogers is going to beat Heritage. So they're going to go into 5th at 3-4, and West will be alone in 6th place at 2-5, unless Springdale pulls an upset tonight. So we'll have another broadcast in a couple weeks. Lady Wolverines are back in action. I just had it and I lost it. I apologize. The 28th versus Fayetteville, the Bulldogs. So they go see the Purple Dogs. But thanks for joining us here on the Wolverine Sports Network. We appreciate you. Tomorrow night, don't forget kickoff, Fayetteville Bulldogs, first 7A West conference action in football. And they're pretty loaded, so it's going to be a great game. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Pregame starts at 6:45, and we'll see you then. For the W.A.S.P, the Wolverine Sports Networks, and all our sponsors, we appreciate you listening and watching. Thank you. Have a good night.